I'm just going to run through another whole workout a wee bit more. Yeah, just another sort of running specific workout. Not so much of a recovery session. This one can be pretty tough. Probably like the last one, probably a wee bit tougher than I thought it actually was on the outset. So we'll just run through the exercises again. Just 6 exercises across 3 sets. So supersets again. So 1 exercise, another, and then just repeat them. I'm only going to do it 2 times, but you could, if you want to up it, make it more of an actual session, you could do it 3 or 4 times per exercise without too much recovery in between. Just going from one exercise into the other. Should be a pretty much active recovery between each one, which means while you're doing one exercise, you're sort of recovering for the other one anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a wee sprinter's calf bench or a runner's calf bench. So what we're going to do, so you can, obviously if you're in your house, you can use your couch for this one. So all this is going to do, by putting your foot up on the bench here, all you're going to do is just create a wee bit of assistance. Okay, so you can start nice and light, even if you're not comfortable with getting the back foot off the ground, you can just start with a bounce. Then all you do is just increase it, like so. So we're going to do it between 20 and 30 reps of this. Okay, so just jot it along with me. So as light as you want to take it, start nice and soft, and then just building it up as we go. Okay, so you should feel a wee bit of impact on the calf. So this one's just preparing you for heavy impact when you're running. Obviously use this front leg as much as you want, just to take a wee bit of the load so that the bounce isn't as heavy. Okay, so that's probably about 30 reps. And we'll do the same. Start nice and slow, build it up to a comfortable point. That's it. And if you're feeling pretty good on the calves, just getting a wee bounce, just getting a nice strong contact on the ground, skin on the ball of the foot, heel ever so slightly off the ground. Like so. Okay, that should do it with that one. Okay, so next one we're going to do into a wee set of reverse nordics. So we're going to do 5 sets of 5-second eccentrics. So an eccentric is the downward phase or the lowering phase. So from here what we're going to do, knees on the ground, toes up a touch, and then from there we're just going to keep the ribs down, set the upper body in a nice neutral position, and then we're just going to lean back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then back up again. So I've got quite tight hip flexors and quite tight quads, so my range of movement isn't particularly great in this one. So that's why I've specifically added it in for my own benefit. Okay, so go for number 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we come. So there's 2 more. Keeping the core nice and tight, really important. 4, 3, 2, 1. So this almost works as like a stretch as well for your quads and your hip flexors. Okay, so last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then kicking back up. Feel that right up the quads. Okay, so we're going to go again. Back to the sprinter's calf bounce. Okay, so another wee round of this. I'm only going to do 2 rounds, but by all means, space it out a wee bit more. Extend the session and turn it into maybe 3 rounds of each of them. Okay, so from here again, so foot's planted up on your couch, on a chair, whatever, and then we'll just get into the light rounds. Okay, so this is an example of extensive plyometrics, which means lots of little bouncy movements just to prepare your tissues, your tendons, your joints for the higher impact. So when you're running, maybe full pelt, full speed, get big impacts through the ankle, foot, calf. It just gets your joints prepared and nice and stiff to be able to absorb those contacts. Okay, so that's about 30. I'll go other side. Okay, so nice and light, build up into it. Obviously, as I said, if you've got any calf issues, any kind of your prone to injuries on the calf and on the Achilles, just start nice and light. Just even do it as a sort of calf raise, a kind of light bouncy calf raise, just like I did at the start. But if you're feel pretty comfortable, just get that light sort of bounce, and this leg, as I said, just gives me that wee bit of assistance coming up, so I can really feel that in my calves. Okay, and we'll do one more set of reverse nordics. Oh, I feel this already. Okay, so nice strong position, set the ribs down, so don't let the rib cage flare out like that. Keep it all compressed, in nice and tight. And then from there we're going to come back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then back up. Okay, go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up again. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up again. Keep that nice neutral posture. Ribs down, core engaged. 2, 1. Tight through my quads. So last wee effort. Come down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then popping up again. Okay, cool. So next wee exercise we're going to do. So as I said before, if you want to do another round of that, if you're maybe not quite getting any gym work done and you're doing the running program especially, maybe at a point between the two running sessions you can maybe chuck a wee session like this, maybe add a third set in if you want just a wee bit more volume in there. So next one we're going to do is an all fours arm rotation. Okay, so we're just trying to work on a wee bit of mobility through the shoulder, but this is a killer core exercise, really tough core exercise. So hands together, feet nice and wide. So from there we're going to get a nice 3-point balance. Okay, so from there you're going to lift the knees up. Okay, so this is the first progression. If you find this difficult enough, just hold this position. Okay, and then from there what we're going to try and do is rotate the arm back, keep the core nice and tight, back to that starting position. So we're going to do 6 slow controlled. 5, 6. Yeah, we're going to swap sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Oh, quads are burning with that one. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do next one, if you've got a foam roller at home, this is a good wee tool to use for this next exercise. If you don't, you can simply put your foot on the edge of the couch, on a tin of beans, anything that's maybe on the bottom step. If you live in a house with stairs, all you're going to do is we're going to start putting your toe on the foam roller when we come back, so you can definitely see. So we're going to get the toes on the foam roller, and then we're going to point the toes, keep a slight bend in the knees. We're going to lie back, so slight bend in the knees, and then from there, all you're going to do is pull the tailbone up off the floor, pull the heels up, so push the heels up, so really pointing the toes, and then we're going to hold that position for about 30 to 45 seconds. I'm going to go for about 45 here, because I should be doing this as a program I should have been doing, but I've not. So we're going to hold that position there, keep squeezing the heels up, as you feel this one into the top of the calves, back of the hamstrings, into the glutes. It's not the most pleasant position to be in. It's only 15 seconds. Oh, this is nasty. Okay, got about 15 seconds to go. So if you're doing it for 30 seconds, that's 30 seconds up. So just dropping down. Oh my goodness. Really feel it burning in the hamstrings and calves. 5 to go. Okay. That's got to be definitely one of the toughest hamstring exercises there is. I struggle to find a harder exercise than that. Okay, and then from there we're going to go back to the all fours arm rotation. So again, that foam roll, hamstring and calf ones, all the posterior, all the bow muscles, and then obviously the all fours, all the front of the body. So the sort of active rest between the two, so you should be able to go pretty much straight back in, one into the other. Okay, so again, it's going for set 2, 6 on each side. So sit back nice and neutral, keep the ribs down, lift those knees up, and from there we're going to rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, So the challenge for that one is to really push the range back. Obviously, by doing that, you're moving the core. You're forced it to work in slightly different ways throughout the course of that movement. So really good sort of day-to-day core exercises. Adding a wee slight bit of rotation just to challenge that core a wee bit more. So, oh gee whiz, this is going to be brutal. Another wee set of these 4 molar calf holds, okay? So, doing these videos, I know maybe some of you won't be doing them, but if you've got this far, it's a good way for me, just being accountable and getting this done. So, I guess I'm doing it for you guys, but I'm also doing it for myself because it's bloody good for you. Okay, so 45 again. Let's start the watch. I should have put some tunes on. I forgot to put the tunes on. Maybe do that in a minute. Okay, so we're going. Pointing those toes, heels up. And just take yourself away to a nice beach by the sea, sipping a cold beer. Oh my goodness. 15 seconds. Starting to get cramps up my calf. I'll be over soon. 25 seconds. Make sure you're not overextending that lower back. You just want to lift the tailbone. Oh, that's 10. As long as that tailbone's off the floor, you don't need to lift it high. It's just about keeping it ever so slightly off. Oh my goodness. Start to get right up the glutes as well. Oh my, oh my. So that's 2 rounds of that again. If you want to do a third set of that, if you're not getting too as much gym work in, might be a good idea to do a third reset of that. Really get those calves and hamstrings fired up, ready for if you're doing the running program. It's really, really beneficial to that. Okay, so last one we're going to do. Again, a wee bit of a sort of calf quad. I guess it's a wee bit more focused on the quads this session. Okay, so we're going to do a slow sort of runners squat calf raise. Okay, so you're going to keep the heel off the ground for this whole exercise. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bend down, single leg into a sort of half squat, and then we're going to drive up into a calf raise from there. Okay, so slow control down, lean against the wall, use the balance of the wall, and then driving back up again. And down. So we're going to go for 8 on each side here. 4. Okay, so lots of things happening in this exercise. Basically you're up on your toe the whole time, so it's almost like a kind of isometric calf raise. So that calf's just constantly working, stabilising. And then you're getting a quad dominant, knee dominant squat movement. There's 8 with the toe, with the knee coming over the toe. Okay, so just letting that heel drop down towards the floor and driving back up again. And if you're struggling, if you've got something to use to give you a wee bit of assistance on the way up, so use the wall, lean into it as much as you need to. 4, 5. Oh my goodness. Burny. If you do this stuff slow, controlled. 6. Very, very tough. 7. Move with purpose. 8. There we go. Oh man, that was tough. Okay. So next one we're going to do along with this one. I won't be very good at this one. So we're going to do a sort of hip glute stability exercise. So what we're going to do, the aim is to go from this position back to this position very slowly. Okay, so because we're taking the foot out of the equation, the glutes and hips are going to do a lot more work to try and balance when you're on your knee. Okay, so what we're going to do, start from this position first. Okay, so get your balance, get your hands that way. If you need to hold on to something really lightly, you can do that, but try not to. Okay, we're just going to lift the foot off, and we're going to bring round to that kneeling position here. 1. Oh, and back round. So you should be really using that glute to stabilise. Okay. So do about 5 reps of this. Just trying to stay balanced in the core. As I said, I'm not very good at this. This is work that I need to be doing. Okay. So a nice wee bit of mobility as we're coming through the range here. You should feel the glute start to switch on a wee bit. So maybe 5 or 6 reps, I'll do one more. Coming right here, so as I said, a really good sort of running specific exercise. Bring it back round. There, oh my goodness. Tough, tough, tough. Okay, this should be my dodgy side, I think. Okay, bring it back round. Oh, so if you can do this without putting your foot down at all, even better. You'll be doing better than me. Okay, you can definitely feel those glutes switching on. Oh my. Okay, so just getting good focus, feeling out the movements, trying to get the absolute most you can out of them. Oh man. Really feel the glutes starting to tire a wee bit. Keeping the ribs down. I just felt a wee bit in my lower back there. That's because I was hyperextending a wee bit in my back. Just need to stay nice and stable. Keeping the ribs down, keep the ribs from flaring. Keeping the core nice and switched on, engaged. Feel that in the right glute there. We'll do one more. That's rubbish. Okay, so there you go. There's me out of my comfort zone. Bring it back round for 6. Oh yeah. Back round to there. Okay, so very much out of my comfort zone in that one. Okay, we'll do one more. I'm going to do one more round of the sprint. Squat cafes sort of exercise. I actually don't know what it's called. Now we'll do one more round of that, and then that should do us. Hopefully that should be about 15-20 minutes. Okay, so come down. Slow control, figure out the good angle for yourself. 1, 2, feeling the glutes now. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. Quite tired on the old legs. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh man, okay, we'll do one more reset. One more reset for the knee stability one, so we'll start in this position here. So I'm going to come round, try and get it better this time. Okay, here's 1. Ribs down. That's it. 2. 3. Look at that, no touch. 4. 5. Usually I find exercises like this quite boring. 6. But if you just keep it, maybe one exercise like this per session, just trying to it is effective, really good stuff, but a whole session of stuff would get a bit boring for me, so I just like to sort of add it, dot it in, just randomly. 1. Okay, whoa. Right glute switching on. 2. A lot harder than it looks. And I might just think I look pure rubbish at this. 3. 3 more. Ooh. Really feel the outside of those glutes switching on. 4. Back round. 5. And 6. Okay. So there you go guys, hopefully that's about 15-20 minutes. Let me know how you find it. Good wee workout, good for the quads, calves, hamstrings, lots of really great exercises in there. As I said, I had a third set on to everything. I only did 2 of everything because I'm quite sore from my runs yesterday. So yeah, enjoy, really good exercise, really good quality based work. So get it done and let me know how you got on with it. Cheers.